think any birds, seagulls included, that are under the size of a basketball, I don't really care.
Seagulls, you wouldn't feel bad about hitting a seagull?
Nah.
What about a hawk?
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
I
glorious.
would feel bad about hitting a hawk.
Yeah. What about
Pukeko. Fuck him. We've had this conversation.
Yeah, no, up until last week when we talked about them in depth on the podcast, I would have said absolutely not. They're cute little, funny little things, but no, they rape their own. So
exactly. Bear that in mind. Paradise duck, Parry, mate for life.
Yes, I would feel bad.
No, see, this is where you're wrong. They only mate for life if they find a partner. If they are to be fucking pancaked by you and your Suburban, they will be out fucking next season someone else.
Yeah, or they might be unfuckable, so they were never going to find a partner anyway.
Yeah.
I know people like
that. Also a massive pest. This would cause some damage, but a Canadian geese.
Got no dramas in one of those. That's bigger than a basketball. I've broken my rule.
There it is, instantly. Turkeys.
No dramas. I'll send that thing into Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Now we're going to creep up into four-legged friends. The rabbit.
Yeah, no real issues with a rabbit.
No. What about a hare? Slightly bigger. Same sort of setup.
If anything, I'd be kind of pumped I got the big one when it comes to that scenario.
What about
what a treat.
What about a mustelid, like a ferret or a stoat?
No dramas. I'll mow them down.
Yeah. What about a deer? Doe. A deer. A female deer.
It's going to do, I'm going to feel bad. That's going to do an enormous amount of damage.
It would do a huge amount of damage. What about a dog?
Yes.
That was slower than the Pukeko.
Now, I was stuck on the deer, and I was thinking if there's a scenario where I wouldn't feel as bad hitting the deer, and I was like, so in Outback Australia on their road trains, they have like a big Mr. Plough scoop on the front, so if something comes out, they just fucking smack it, and it goes flying over the windshield and goes flying back, and I was thinking, if I had one of those on the Suburban, would I be a little bit more okay with it? I think I would be.
What was her name? She was fucking awesome. We had her on. She won the Survivor Outlast. Gina. I just saw on her Instagram the other day, she was cutting the back fillets out of a kangaroo on the side of the road that had been smacked by a car. She was like, it was so in the evening.
Gina chick.
Yeah, she is just a magical human. But she's a massive waste not, want not. And she's like, it had clearly been clipped by the head. Like, that was the first thing that got fucking belted. So if you were to pick up a deer and just go, for both, it just put its head forward and it fucking took the front corner. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it'll go in the boot. Yeah, hundies. And then I'll fucking ring Jay and be like, surely you must know a guy. You know every guy.
I know a guy that could dress this? Yeah, 100%. So the dog is niggly. If you were to, in the off chance.
What about one of those mangy ones from like Rarotonga?
I
kind of got a bit of respect for them.
I was going to say
cockroach of the dog world.
A feral dog that's out roaming. Would you feel bad about that?
Less bad.
Yeah. If you were to hit a dog that you kind of knew was like a pet, would you spend time looking for the owner if it was just fucking punted into the bush or somewhere? Couldn't find the dog, but you knew what kind of dog it was. Like a Pomeranian, a fucking white, one of those little Bichon Frise came sprinting out. I absolutely kicked this thing to touch with a Suburban. I cannot find the dog, but do you have one of those dogs? And again, like door knocking.
I think I would try and find the dog.
Yeah.
And then I think I would take it to a vet. Because if this is happening in Auckland, I could be knocking on 100 houses. I'm fairly lazy. So,
fair enough.
And then once it's at the vet, the post will go up on the local Facebook page.
Yeah.
As you quite often see. There's one for a cat this morning.
It's been regulated by Duncan Suburban. Feral cats.
No dramas.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're a pro-cat podcast.
Yeah. Feral cats don't fall into that category.
Yeah, we're like highfalutin cats.
Yeah.
Not feral cats.
We're classist when it comes to cats. What about a horse? Bearing in mind that you're probably dead at this stage if you fucking hit a horse.
Is it weird that I don't care?
Not necessarily,
I've never got on with horses.
They fucking hate me as well. You know
the
why?
Best thing that's ever happened.
Greatest judges of character.
The best thing that's it. Like there's multiple occasions where I can list either people I know or myself have fallen off horses.
Yeah.
Never really vibed them, but that's why it's probably why they're judging my character. But so I've got no real attachment to them.
So if you and
I can't eat them, so I don't see the joy in owning a horse and being at one with it or whatever, because I've just never been at one with it.
So once again, you are heading down through the Central Plateau, and the Kaimanua wild horses come running across the road, and you fucking clip one of those half-woolly inbred bastards, and it goes straight through the windscreen. At this stage, you're dead, your missus is dead, the kids in the back have now got your head sitting in their laps. Fucking hell. It's a hectic setup. You're fucked, but anyway, you wouldn't mind it if you were just a punt one. You'd be in a world of trouble if you got, like, they would fuck you up. The cow was the other one. A feral ranging cow.
Man, they can do some damage. We've had people call the radio show before, and they've basically ended up in wheelchairs and broken every bone in their body and turned into a jellyfish.
Yeah, hitting one on a bike is a fucking nightmare.
It's a real issue.
We did it. Introduce yourself as what almost killed you. A pitch black cow in the middle of the night on a motorbike.
Oh, man. Yeah, so...
obviously, that's a list that could be added to, or maybe even contested. Once again, those are just Duncan's feelings and thoughts on it, not mine.
What about if we're talking about animals that aren't in New Zealand? For example, would you care if you hit a lion?
I'd feel bad about hitting a lion.
What about a female lion?
Even worse.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, why is that? That's so fucking...
What about a crocodile? You run over top of one?
Nah.
What about a hippo?
Chances are I'd have to be sticking around because that thing would fuck you up. I would run
out of gas before this in the Suburban before I could get away from that thing, I reckon.
I've got a great photo, and I'll see if I can pull it up now, which will be a shit chat if I can't. But
I'm pretty used to that. It's all right.
Yeah, it's a par 4 course. Aha! I have got it. This makes
Did
it
you
not
just
so
search
shit.
hippo and it came straight up?
No. This is a photo of my brother-in-law's grandfather who was driving in Africa and found some of the wildlife over there.
That's a rhino. Oh.
Look at what damage it does. Oh. Hold it up. That is
We'll zoom in on that.
Absolute beauty, isn't it?
That's unbelievable. There'd be nothing left of a modern day car now.
No way.
It'd be a couple of half deflated airbags, and that'd be about it.
To be honest,
it's not that bad of damage.
Nothing past the windscreen.
You can buff that out. You can fix that in an afternoon.
Do you want to have a look,
shop.
Chippies?